Drivin Ivan Katz here, and behind me you see a great auto collection. If you're ever in Las Vegas, well, you got to check out the Imperial Palace, 5th floor. They have an incredible automotive collection, and some of them are even for sale. Let's check it out. Very cool. 1983 Lancia LC2 Martini race car. This was the car that actually Fiat wanted to use to beat the Porsches. So they built this one, and they used an Abarth tuned, or Abarth, same ones that do the Fiat 500, Ferrari 3-liter V8 turbocharged engine that made 720 horsepower. And this one was driven by Patrice and Manini. And it won. (1955) Bentley S1 Freestone and Webb Saloon. Only one of 7 built. Nice opulent red interior. Ex-Jack Warner car. This one's actually for sale for $350,000. Bizzarrini, 1966 P538 Spider prototype. Unlike other Bizzarinis, this one followed the prototype example. Chassis was made out of pressed steel, welded into tubes, similar to a front-engine car. More costly to do it that way, but this won 2nd place at Pebble Beach in 1990. Very impressive. Beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful. Bizzarrini. Italiano. Très bella. Now that is what a classic racing sport GT should look like. Excellent. This one's right-hand drive. Really a very impressive collection of cars, and this one really stands out to me. This one is, of course, a Lancia, and it is a 1983 037 of rally car fame, and it was very successful in rally racing. Very cool. Very nice. Check that engine out. Woo! Kind of like a Ford RS2000, but it's a Lancia. This one is a 1939 Chrysler Royal Sedan. Happens to be Johnny Carson's car. So they've got a whole Carson exhibit over here, and the car right here. Very nice. Royal. Here, Corvette Challenge car with Bilstein shocks. 1998 Chevy Corvette Challenge car. The Judge, you know what that means? It's a GTO, and this one is a convertible with a boy racer wing. 455 HO. Ram air induction. 1941 Dodge Military Power Wagon. Don't see those every day, do you? World War II. Very nice. And now we have this beauty. 1957 Panhard Dyna Z. And this one is actually for sale. $29,500 if you'd like to buy it. Very cool. Strike it big at the tables in Vegas. Come buy yourself a great exotic sports car. Or classic car in this case. 1926 Dodge Brothers Touring Convertible. Very nice. Elegant. Sophisticated. Something more recent, 1988 Audi 200 Quattro. Trans Am race car. Very cool. Love the flared fenders. And just really cool. Full race spec as you see. Full roll cage. And definitely made for business. The business of speed. And here it is, the RS200. RS200 Group B rally car. It's a road version, and it's right-hand drive also. Very cool. These things were very fast, even by today's standards. This is one clean example of an Mgb Gt Special Coupe. Very nice. Look at that interior. Wow. White piping on it. You know, I'm a fan of that piping. Love it. A lot of modern cars do that too. You can see in some of my modern car reviews. I'm very impressed when they do that. Just gives an elegant look to the interior. Speaking of elegant, here we have a beautiful, beautiful vintage MG 1953 TD. This is one of the earlier cars that really made British cars popular in America. These things really caught on, and you know, GIs would take them home with them from Europe, and a lot of them got into the country that way. Pretty much the definition of a vintage sports car. Now this is one special looking 1964 E-Type Jag. It's a Boulois Helsel Roadster. Extremely rare, custom designed, French designer, Boulois Helsel. They're asking $115 for this one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Long nose. This was the one. 1968 Peugeot Model 204. Cool. Now more recent into the Peugeot line. This one, 1980 505 Sedan. Nice skinny tires. IROC Z. And this beautiful Alfa Romeo. Those in the know can take a look at this and say, hey, this is a special bodied car. And it reeks of being a Ghia design, which is what it is. 1954 Alfa Romeo 1900 SS Ghia Coupe. Ghia also did a lot of bodies for Ferrari, and there's many examples. They even did like American cars like Corvettes and Cadillacs too, even. But Pininfarina did most of the Ferraris, but they did some of them. Ghia did a lot of them, and also Zagato. But this is a Ghia, famous Italian design house, and wow, looks great. It's Bizzarrini wire wheels, incredible. Detail. It says 1,000 Miglia, which is Miglia, which is a race in Italy that used to go all throughout the city streets, and now they do a commemorative, basically vintage rally. So a car like this would be something you would buy to participate in that, and you could go along. You'll be invited if you own this. Fun stuff. Of course, you got to have the money to do the travel, but hey, if you got it, why not enjoy it? Something like this. Incredible. And this one is for sale, $350,000. Here's an Austin-Healey. Also some nice white piping on those seats. 1956 Austin-Healey 104 Bn2 Roadster. Very nice. My dad had a 70 Cadillac convertible, and actually my uncle and granddad each had one of these. We had a white one and a black one, and it really looked just like this actually. 1976, and it was the last year they made the convertible. Bicentennial Coupe. They're asking $59,500 for this, which seems like a lot of money, but it is what it is, and that is classic, huge, large, luxury American. I took my driver's test in this back in the day, in the 70 version, Coupe de Ville convertible, and I don't think the guy was paying attention to me. He was just paying attention to the turquoise car, which was our family truckster. So these Cadillacs hold a special place for me. Check out my Cadillac CTS review, and you'll see the CTS-V. 1961 Cooper Monaco Type 57 Mark II race car. Very nice. That's a serious engine. Mid-mounted Cooper. Very nice. Three-wheelers. Not quite a motorcycle, not quite a car. 1934 Morgan Super Sport. Very, very cool. It's a trike. Rare 1969 Corvette L88 Coupe, 427. Only 2 owners, seems. They're asking $99,500, which is a lot of money, but hey. Is it worth it? Probably. 1928 Mercedes-Benz Ssk. True vintage. Did I fool you? No, it's a recreation. But still, they want $325,000 for it. It's only one of 4 known to exist. And here we have a Bentley. Bentley Mark IV, 4-door saloon from 1951. Love the two-tone paintwork on these. Very nice. Now this is a great Cadillac. Great Cadillac. 1948 Series 62 Salchik. 3-position convertible coupe. Very cool. Just look at the length on this thing. It just goes on forever. So cool. Purple and black, nice together. There's a 3-wheeler again. This one, 1949 Oldsmobile 76 Futuramic. Very futuristic. Well, maybe for back in the day. A beautiful roller. 1964 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud 3 Continental Mulliner Park War Drop Head Coupe. Wow. Good stuff. And they want $275,000 for it. '37 Rolls-Royce Phantom 3 Mulliner Saloon. And here we have 1962 Lincoln Continental Town Limousine. Now, this one was President John F. Kennedy's car, but of course, this one not a convertible, not the fateful one that made so famous by the Zapruder film in Dallas, Texas. But this one was used by him and several other dignitaries of the day, including Lyndon Johnson, of course, Jacqueline Kennedy. Very cool. Suicide doors. Excellent. Absolute beauty. Talbot Lago T26 Grand Sport Salchik convertible from 1951. Now that's a beauty. Stunning. Art Deco. 1933 Packard 1001 Coupe Roadster. $325,000 if you're interested. Very nice. Just look at this room here. Wow. Packard 1707 V12 convertible Victoria. Jones Stutz Special. That's pretty cool. Nice elegant cars in here. Really special. Look at that. Now this is just a really old school chauffeur driven convertible up there, and of course protected in the back for the dignitary. And it's a 1960 Rolls-Royce Phantom 5 James Young Sedanka DeVille. One of only 7 built. And they're asking close to $1 million, $950 for it. And this one, a Cadillac. As the stray cats say, look at that Cadillac. Look at that. I think this one is definitely worth a second look. 1930 Stutz Jones Special Indy race car. Car was entered in 1930. 500 race by owner Milton Jones in Cleveland. They're asking $350,000 for it, and it averaged 85.34 miles an hour over 500 miles. Came in 10th place. Not too shabby, and still looks great. This one's sort of like a Renault 5 Turbo, yet it's not a Renault 5 Turbo. No, not at all. It's a 1985 MG Metro. Believe it or not, 1990. Really cool. Now that is an Econo box turned into a hot hatch, certainly. Another Lancia, this one a 1956 C10 Appia panel van. Very cool. Ferrari Maserati on the side of it. Maybe it was owned by a dealership. Powered by a 1090cc V4. That's right, I said V4, which boasts a mighty 43 horsepower and a 4-speed manual transmission on the column. $65,000. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. This one was owned by, that's right, Elvis Presley of Vegas and music fame, and Memphis, Tennessee fame. 1977 Lincoln Continental Mark V. He famously would buy cars, give them to friends, strangers, you name it. He was a very generous guy, and his car collection at Graceland is very impressive. And who knows the history of this one, but it was owned by Elvis Presley. Hoorah! Fueled by Fallen for the Marines. 1963 Nova Memorial race car, and it's dedicated to all the fallen and living U.S. Marines of the Iraq War. Created by Kevin Major Howard, rafterman of Stanley Kubrick's film Full Metal Jacket. 1994 Jaguar Xj220. Actually, this car was helped into the United States by the likes of Bill Gates, who got Clinton to pass the show or sale exemption to let you bring a car in that you plan on showing or just driving a very minimal amount of miles per year. And if you want my full review on this one, just Google Drivin Ivan and the Xj220 and you'll see my video of this thing on the road. I personally have a 911, so I happen to love them. This one's a 66 Porsche 911 Coupe S, of course, 911S. A little more power. They want $170,000 for this one. Looks like it was race prepped and very cool color. Ready for the number there. It's got the racing stripes. This one looks really good. Very nice example. Well worth it. In my opinion, definitely one of the best sports cars in the world. And it's definitely a driver's car. If you don't know what you're doing in this thing, you're going to spin. No traction control to save you on this one. Here it is, kids. 1987 Yugo Gv Sport. Only 1,826 original miles. Price, $12,500. Where are you going to find another with that few miles? Wow. Sabre. C8 Mercedes race car. Mike Tackwell and Henry Pescarolo. Maybe Pescarolo. There's the interior. Very cool. Certainly serious race car there. Very cool. Long and low. Okay, here you go. For the common person, you can afford this one. 1971 Plymouth Valiant Scamp hardtop. Nice blue vinyl interior. Look at that, ready to go. Needs a little work on the paint, but overall looks pretty nice. And they only want $4,500 for it. That's right, $4,500. Little surface rust up front, but man, it's a nice original car. Great cars in here. Really amazing. One of a kind, 1954 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith Vignale Saloon. $450,000 for this one. It's pretty hard to comprehend the actual size of this one through the video here, but let me tell you, this thing is massive. It is just a huge car. Wow. Great looking. Hey, who says the Porsche 924 is the poor man's Porsche? This one is a 1981 924 GTR race car. That's right, race car. And it'll do 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Not too shabby for 1981. Very cool looking, flared. It really kind of looks like a 944 actually, which is basically what the 924 turned into. You know, flared out 924 is basically 944, which then evolved into the 968. Great cars. Very neutral. Good weight distribution, 50-50 just about, and they handle very well on the track. Now this one is just an elegant, beautiful looker. Look at that detail. Just amazing. Really nice. 1938 Rolls-Royce Phantom 3 James Young drop head coupe. Man, look at that. Two-tone. Actually, three-tone if you take in the blue of the top. Just really, really amazing. New South Wales on the license plate. Here we have a 56 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith. Mulliner Touring Limousine. A lot of rollers in here. They're everywhere. This little restoration looks like 1961 Rolls-Royce. Actually, the Paris Auto Saloon car. Chaperon Limousine. They want $300,000 for this one. I'm sure they're open to offers though. This one's sold. Sold, sold, sold. See? Wow. 1949 Dodge Coronet Coupe. They were asking $35,000, so there you go. It's gone. It's got a happy new owner. 1913 Ford Model T Pie Wagon. Very cool. From the Imperial Palace, right here. If you're wondering what it's like to drive a Model T, well, Drivin Ivan's got you covered. Just Google Drivin Ivan and Ford Model T, and you will see what it's like to drive a Model T. I think we'll close with this one. Maryland, 1954 Cadillac Fleetwood. This 1954 Cadillac Fleetwood was used by the glamorous Marilyn Monroe during her visits to Sun Valley, Idaho. She also used it during the filming of Bus Stop in the mid-50s, also in Sun Valley. Other notable passengers were such celebrities as Janet Leigh, Ann Sheridan, and Lydia DuPont. Bing Crosby is reported also to have used the car to transport his hunting parties to a pheasant hunting area near Burley in southern Idaho. The owner of this beautiful car has kept it in original and unrestored condition, which basically means it's worth more. Look at this interior. I mean, it's great. Really nice. You could picture Maryland sitting there. I'm sure that was quite a sight. 1954 Cadillac Fleetwood, and they only want $75,000 for this one. So there you have it, Imperial Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. Great place to visit. Check out the auto collection upstairs on the 5th floor. Hope you enjoyed this tour. I'm Drivin Ivan Katz. We'll see you later.